Today, we have a lineup of stories you won't want to miss. First, we'll dive into a blockbuster trade proposal that could shake up our defense. Then, we'll break down the latest buzz surrounding our star tight end, Travis Kelce. And finally, we'll take a closer look at Patrick Mahomes and his recent reflections. So, let's jump right in. Our first story is about a trade rumor that has Chiefs fans buzzing. Reports suggest that Kansas City is considering a bold move to acquire Cleveland Browns' star defensive end, Myles Garrett. If the deal happens, the Chiefs would send a 2025 first-round pick, second-round pick, fourth-round pick, and defensive end Mike Dana to the Browns in exchange for Garrett. This trade could completely reshape the Chiefs' defensive front, adding a game-changing pass rusher who could take the defense to another level. At 29, Myles Garrett is one of the most dominant pass rushers in the NFL. Over his 8 seasons, he has racked up an incredible 102.5 career sacks, along with 6 All-Pro selections and 5 Pro Bowl appearances. His mix of size, speed, and relentless pursuit makes him a nightmare for quarterbacks. If this trade goes through, the Chiefs' defense could become a serious force to be reckoned with. Myles Garrett isn't just a great player, he's a game changer. His ability to pressure quarterbacks can completely shift the momentum of a game. But despite his dominance, Garrett hasn't had many chances to shine in the postseason. During his time with the Browns, Cleveland has made only 2 playoff appearances, and their success has been limited. Garrett has often carried the defense on his shoulders, but it hasn't been enough to turn the team into a true contender. In a recent interview, he voiced his frustration, saying, "My desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent." It's clear that Garrett wants a shot at a championship, and that could be a big reason why he might consider a move to a team like the Chiefs. Now, the Browns have publicly stated they don't plan to trade Garrett, but the proposed deal from Bleacher Report could still be tempting. Garrett is invaluable to Cleveland, but if the team is looking to rebuild or stock up on future assets, they might be open to an offer. The Chiefs, on the other hand, are in win-now mode. With Patrick Mahomes leading the way and a stacked roster, their Super Bowl window is wide open. Of course, there are challenges. Trading away multiple high draft picks, including a first-rounder, is a big decision, especially for a team that relies on strong drafting to stay competitive. Then there's Garrett's contract. His hefty salary means the Chiefs would need to clear cap space and possibly restructure some contracts to make room. But if they pull it off, the Chiefs' defense could reach another level. For years, Chris Jones has been the anchor of Kansas City's defensive line. Pairing him with Myles Garrett would create one of the most dominant pass-rushing duos in the NFL. Offensive lines would struggle to contain them, and the added pressure would give the Chiefs' secondary more opportunities to force turnovers. Simply put, this move could turn the Chiefs' defense into a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Myles Garrett wouldn't just bring more pressure, he'd create game-changing moments. Sack fumbles, forced turnovers, disrupted plays. His impact goes far beyond just tackling quarterbacks. Now imagine a defensive line featuring Chris Jones and Myles Garrett. That's a nightmare matchup for any offense. Double team one, and the other breaks through. Opposing quarterbacks would constantly be under siege, and offensive coordinators would have to rethink their entire game plan. Garrett's versatility is what makes him special. He can rush the passer, stop the run, and force turnovers, all at an elite level. But is he worth the price? Giving up multiple high draft picks, including a first-rounder, is a big gamble. Plus, his contract could limit the Chiefs' ability to make other moves in the future. On the flip side, adding a player of Garrett's caliber could take the Chiefs' defense to a championship level. It would send a clear message to the rest of the NFL. The Chiefs aren't just competing, they're dominating. But let's shift gears to another Chiefs superstar, Travis Kelce. Despite the Chiefs' 40-22 loss to the Eagles in Super Bowl 59, Kelce made history. He now holds the record for most career receptions in Super Bowl history, surpassing the legendary Jerry Rice. With 35 career catches in Super Bowls, Kelce has cemented his legacy as one of the greatest tight ends of all time. He's been a cornerstone of the Chiefs' offense for over a decade, a fan favorite, and Patrick Mahomes' go-to target. Even in a tough Super Bowl loss, his performance proved why he's one of the most consistent and reliable players in the game. But off the field, there are big questions about his future. In recent months, rumors of retirement have been swirling. A major factor? His brother Jason Kelce's decision to retire last season. Could Travis be thinking about hanging up his cleats next? Stay tuned as we dive into what's next for Travis Kelce and whether retirement could actually be on the horizon. Jason Kelce's retirement marked the end of an incredible career with the Philadelphia Eagles. But now fans are wondering, will Travis follow his brother's lead? It's not uncommon for siblings to retire around the same time, and at 35 years old, Travis might be reaching that point in his career. But there's another factor keeping him in the spotlight: his high-profile relationship with Taylor Swift. Their romance has captivated fans worldwide, and Swift's appearance at the Super Bowl, cheering for Kelce from the sidelines, only added to the frenzy. But not everyone in the crowd was thrilled. While many loved seeing her support him, others booed, showing a mix of admiration and criticism. The media attention surrounding their relationship has made Travis an even bigger celebrity. But could it also impact his football future? Despite all the speculation, one thing is clear: Travis Kelce is still a force on the field. Yes, his receiving yards and touchdowns dipped this season, but he remains a go-to target for Patrick Mahomes. The star quarterback has openly said he hopes Kelce returns for a 12th season, calling him not just a dominant player, but also a leader in the locker room. And let's be honest, the Chiefs' offense wouldn't be the same without him. But the big question remains: what's next for Travis Kelce? Does he retire, spend more time with family, and explore new ventures? Or does he chase more championships, further cementing his place in NFL history? Only time will tell. But for now, Chiefs fans everywhere are hoping their legendary tight end isn't done just yet. Stay tuned. Now, let's turn our focus to the face of the franchise, Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs' Super Bowl loss to the Philadelphia Eagles was a tough one. But instead of making excuses, Mahomes owned it. He didn't sugarcoat it. In the aftermath of the game, he admitted, "Both sucked." And he wasn't just talking about his own performance, he meant the entire team. But here's what sets Mahomes apart: he doesn't dwell on failure, he learns from it. "We've got to learn from it, take it, and use it as motivation to get better," he said. That kind of mindset and leadership is why Chiefs fans believe in him. Mahomes isn't just focused on the past, he's already looking ahead. Despite the disappointment, he remains the heart and soul of the Chiefs' offense. His ability to bounce back from adversity is what makes him one of the best to ever play the game. Since his debut in 2017, Mahomes has led the Chiefs to 5 Super Bowl appearances, a staggering achievement for any player, let alone one still in the prime of his career. During that time, he's secured 2 championships, multiple MVPs, and Pro Bowl selections. His arm strength, mobility, and football IQ have redefined the quarterback position, and his ability to deliver in clutch moments has made him a household name. And here's the scary part: he's not done yet. Off the field, Mahomes draws inspiration from some of the world's greatest athletes. Recently, he spoke about his admiration for soccer legend Lionel Messi. "He's the best in his profession. I hope I can reach his level someday." For Mahomes, greatness is not a goal. It's a journey. And Chiefs fans know he's just getting started. Stay tuned. Patrick Mahomes isn't just chasing NFL greatness. He wants to be one of the best athletes in the world. Much like Lionel Messi in soccer, Mahomes is driven by the pursuit of excellence on and off the field. This relentless mindset has made him not just a champion, but a role model for athletes everywhere. As Mahomes reflects on the season and sets his sights on the future, fans can't help but wonder, how will he turn this setback into an even bigger comeback? One thing is certain: Mahomes doesn't dwell on past achievements. He's hungry for more. With the 2024 season ahead, He has a golden opportunity to lead the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl and add another ring to his already legendary career. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think a trade for Myles Garrett would be a game changer? Will Travis Kelce return for another season? What are your thoughts on Mahomes' reflections on the Super Bowl loss? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you, and there's nothing better than discussing what's next for the Chiefs. As we wrap things up, keep that Chiefs spirit alive. Whether it's cheering on game day or breaking down the latest rumors, the passion of Chiefs Kingdom is what makes this fan base so special. And don't forget, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Stay passionate, stay loyal, and as always, go Chiefs. We'll see you in the next video.